Welcome to Tiger Talk. Today we'll be addressing social media and its effect on teens. I'm Cherie.
And I'm Andrew. So, talking about social media, 69% of adults and 81% of teens use social media, and that's a huge part of our population.
It has become this major part of today's culture, and it's brought with it some positives and some negatives, for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll look into those positives first.
Yep. First positive, let's talk about the communication aspect of social media. This is really important. You can keep in contact with your friends, family, other people with certain interests that are similar to yours.
Yes, and you can even learn more from those people. And there's been a lot of different ways to communicate that have been created, such as FaceTime, email, text, and lots of different group chats and other platforms where you can really reach out and talk to other people.
Yeah, it's very important for getting connected to people. Another positive would be inspiring others. If you'd like to talk more about that, Cherie.
So a lot of platforms have been created like Pinterest where people can share ideas and how-tos and kind of help other people learn from them and inspire them. I've seen a lot of people, they'll share recipes, they'll share different studying hacks and things that can really improve your life.
Yeah, me personally, those how-to guides really helped me a lot.
Yes.
Yes. Another positive would be just looking at how other people inspire you specifically,
Yes.
like their life stories. Also, help groups are really important.
Yes, especially with the significant decline in mental health lately. In this time, I think it's a really, really important thing that people can reach out to others who are going through the exact same things.
Yes, it's very important to get help as well. So, social media helps you.
Yes. Going into that mental health factor, social media can have a big negative role in that. Things like eating disorders can spiral from influencers who post edited images.
Yes, they use Photoshop, they fake all their images basically, and it just gives people unrealistic standards, and they view themselves as lower. It gives them eating disorders, they can go and be really depressed. Some cases lead to suicide. It's very extreme, very serious.
Yes, and a lot of people, even with that suicide, who are intentionally harming themselves, there's a fair share of people who do not mean to harm themselves. And there's things like TikTok challenges that can influence people to do so.
Yep, a couple of dangerous, a dangerous TikTok challenge that we'll address right now is the Benadryl challenge.
Yes, that was a challenge where teens would take excessive amounts of Benadryl and they would see these hallucinations and people would share their hallucinations online.
Unfortunately, this challenge would lead to some overdosing. Specifically, there was a 15-year-old in Oklahoma who died due to drug overdosing while participating in the Benadryl challenge.
And that is such a severe thing. I think that was not what social media was created to do.
Yes, it was very much a big negative and terrible.
Yes. Furthermore, there have even been TikTok challenges created to influence teens to commit crimes.
Yes, there was a trend that went around that influenced students to steal things from school, such as soap dispensers, bathroom stalls, ceiling tiles, list goes on.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a lot of criminal charges were pressed because these teens would steal, that's obviously a huge crime, and then they would film it and post it, and then they would sort of laugh about it.
Yeah, and as far as posting it, they would also have Reddits about how to steal more stuff more efficiently and what they stole.
Very true. Another negative effect is that teens can lose their sense of career paths. A lot of influencers preach the idea of rebelling from the typical 9 to 5 in extreme ways. Some influencers will promote a constant need for a hustle and work, and others promote a sort of leisure and relaxing setting, and that can definitely confuse a teen on what working will look like.
Yes, it would. I know I've seen a lot of those videos, and it kind of gives me mixed ideas about what my future will look like. It's
Yes.
not a good idea. So,
I think that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us on Tiger Talk. Again, I'm Cherie.
and I'm Andrew.